Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is scheduled for one fall and a 16-minute time limit, and is a tag team match. Furthermore, it is the Global Honor Crown Junior Annual Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, to hear the final countdown.
Wasn't it by a band called Europe?
The irony of it.
Americans don't get irony.
Introducing first the challengers in the blue corner, hailing from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is Eddie Edwards. And his tag team partner, hailing from Aberdeen, Washington State, USA, weighing in at 195 pounds, he is the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Introducing the champions. Introducing the champions. In the red corner, hailing from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is one half of the junior tag team champions, Taiji Ishimori. And his tag team partner, hailing from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is KENTA!
And a huge reaction for KENTA.
Immensely popular here with the Coventry crowd.
Just listen to this crowd mode.
On their feet, showing their appreciation for one of the finest wrestlers in the world.
So this, our first of two title matches here at European Navigation.
Yes, the JHC World Junior Heavyweight title, tag team titles are being defended as the champions Taiji Ishimori and KENTA defend against the American duo of Eddie Edwards and the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
So how long have Ishimori and KENTA held these belts, Mo?
Not for a great deal of time. They won the titles on the 20th of March of this year when they beat Shingo Takagi and BB Hulk of the Dragon Gate promotion on home turf. And since then, they've been looking to restore Bryan Danielson, not exactly endearing himself to the crowd, with a bit of a cheap shot there. As I was just saying, Ishimori and KENTA looking to restore prestige to the title by bringing it back to Noah as we kick this one off in what promises to be one of the best tag team matches of this year. Listen to this. KENTA, hugely popular with the crowd here. Collar and elbow tie-up, KENTA and Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards, one of the fortunate few Americans to have been brought over to Japan by Pro Wrestling Noah, trained up in their dojo, so he's very well experienced in the Noah system and the Noah way of doing things. Very technically proficient, and we'll see that during the course of this contest.
Yeah, he sometimes likes to use some high-flying moves. Definitely tips as one for the future. I was talking to him before the show. He told me he's also trained with Killer Kowalski. So you combine the Noah Dojo and Killer Kowalski, and you've got quite a pedigree there.
Indeed, well, Killer Kowalski training you did wonders for Triple H, so let's see if he can do the same for young Edwards.
And Edwards scoots back to his corner like a wounded dog.
He felt that in the midsection of Edwards, now being comforted by Bryan Danielson.
And Danielson has really gone out of his way to not make friends here.
Yeah, it might be his time of the month, but whatever the case, he's not in a good mood, is he?
And here comes for the first time Bryan Danielson, and will KENTA make the tag?
Indeed he does.
Indeed he does, yep. Taiji Ishimori in the long yellow trousers.
Ishimori, a graduate of the Ultimo Dragon Dojo,
yes,
where he was brought up through the Torium and X promotion, was one of the stars of that company before he went onto the independent scene in Japan, before eventually arriving in Noah, since when he's been consistently impressive, and that's why he finds himself as one half of the JC World Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, he's a 9-year pro, trained by Shawn Michaels' Texas Wrestling Academy, was also trained by a couple of well-known Brits in William Regal and Robbie Brookside, and he's made several trips to the UK. He's had extended tours with the All-Star promotion, sometimes under a mask, sometimes not.
And recently, of course, Danielson fought a dark match in the WWE where he defeated a former training partner of his in Lance Cade.
Indeed he did, yes. Of course, Danielson best known for his 2 reigns as the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. Held that belt for 1 year and 3 months, but he's in a bad place right now. Oh, did you see that fake from Ishimori?
Expect a lot more of that kind of athleticism from Ishimori, one of the most acrobatic wrestlers in all of pro wrestling. Danielson taking a breather, sizing up Ishimori. This is smart on the part of Danielson. He knows that Ishimori likes that faster pace, so Danielson slowing it down.
Oh, Danielson's a smart wrestler, a very smart wrestler, even if he doesn't understand irony.
He may not understand irony, but he certainly understands professional wrestling, considered to be by many as one of the top 5 or top 10 professional wrestlers from bell to bell in this industry.
Oh yeah, pound for pound, he's one of the best anywhere in the world.
highly regarded.
Oh!
Highly regarded by people.
Not highly regarded by Kenta, I'd imagine, after that.
Certainly not. Kenta, though, remembering that one, and I'm sure a receipt will be on its way.
Oh, yes.
Before the contest ends.
Unnecessarily riling up his opponent. Maybe he's trying to make the champions lose their cool. Great chain wrestling. You see the British influence in Danielson's work there.
Many tours for Bryan Dixon's All-Star Wrestling promotion, showing in that transition there.
And Danielson doesn't want any parts of Kenta.
Not surprising, Kenta looking to return the favour from a couple of minutes ago. And now it's Edwards and Kenta. Collar and elbow tie up. No effect to Kenta.
Oh, that only served to rile him up. Oh!
Well,
and Kenta says, that's how you do it, son.
Feeling the full force of one of Kenta's kicks.
Oh. And our camera's taking you. Oh, did you see that right in the face? Our camera's taking right into the heart of the action here. Look at this crowd, they're on their feet. Kenta.
Well, I know a good dentist if Eddie Edwards needs one, because I'm sure a couple of his teeth will have fallen out after that kick.
Yeah.
Edwards now taking his time outside the ring. Again looking to slow down the action. As a Japanese team looking to up the pace and take control.
And again those kicks. And Edwards is all hung out to dry. Oh! Knee to the back of the head. This guy just does not stop moving.
Poetry in motion. Beautiful wrestling by Kenta. And now Ishimori stomps in the corner. Choking Eddie Edwards with his feet.
The referee telling him to get out of the corner.
Low level drop kick. Only one though. Now working on the leg. Arching it behind his neck.
Oh, look at this! The leg, the knee, the head, the neck, and Danielson gets in with a swift boot to break things up. Because to be honest, I couldn't see Edwards lasting very long in that predicament, though.
Absolutely not. One of those kind of funky alternative submission manoeuvres that Ishimori would have picked up in Dragon Gate.
A funky alternative submission.
There's a new term for you.
It is, I've never heard that, but I like it. More kicks from Kenta.
There's nothing alternative about those kicks. Brute force there.
I think Edwards was wishing he'd hit an alternative person, but... Oh, big shot. And Kenta just soaks it up. And a knee to the gut. Nothing pretty, but very effective.
That's the second big blow to Eddie Edwards' gut. And he's getting worked on all over. Head, back, midsection. He's in a world of hurt right now.
And we've got frequent tags from the champions here. Beautiful.
Intelligent wrestling by the champions. High impact moves after high impact moves, but before they allow themselves to tire, they're tagging out. Very smart.
Well, it's classic tag team strategy, you know, just keep a fresh man in, and they're also knocking the opponent's tag partner on the apron out of the ring. That's Boston Crab, and look at the perfect execution. Slap bang in the middle of the ring, Mo.
You can see Edwards' back folding up. He was really feeling that on the small of the back, and you don't want to be in that kind of position for too long.
And you know, Danielson's getting booed, but it's pretty smart what he's doing. He's getting in and getting out before KENTA can get some offense in on him.
He's helping Edwards to preserve himself for later in this contest with some of that interference. So smart work again by Bryan Danielson.
The agility from Edwards.
Beautiful. Jawbreaker variation there by Eddie Edwards as he gets the hot tag to Bryan Danielson.
Oh, now Danielson gets in, yeah. Smart move.
Yeah, when he's got the advantage, that's when he enters the fray again. And now it's Danielson who gets to smirk and showboat in front of KENTA. He continues to rile up KENTA.
It looks like he's going for the surfboard. Well, this would be Danielson's first. Oh! Well, there's a funky alternative to the surfboard.
The nostrils. Feeling that.
The nostril surfboard, huh?
With an added one finger salute to boot.
Now we get the more conventional. And Danielson wants no part of any crowd interaction.
Well, as Danielson has shown time and time again in Ring of Honor, he refuses to do what the crowd asks of him. They expected him to go for the surfboard, but he was having none of it. He's his own man. He does what he wants to do, and that's what makes him such a memorable and exciting individual.
And all these kind of moves, the suplexes and the arm bars and the neck vices, they're all set up, especially if he goes for a stomp there, yes! Vicious. But all of these moves set up for that cattle mutilation, the finishing move of Bryan Danielson, like a kind of inverted full Nelson.
Yes, Bryan Danielson is one of these wrestlers who makes every movement count. Whatever he does, it's for a greater purpose, and that purpose is to lock on that trademark submission move that you just mentioned.
Yeah, well, Danielson, a former New Japan Junior Tag Champion with Curry Man, wants his first title in Noah. I saw Danielson and Edwards earlier talking to the Japanese media that were here, and that was what was on his mind. He's won belts elsewhere, but he really, really wants a belt, a title reign here in Pro Wrestling Noah, the #1 promotion in all of Japan.
Absolutely, this is the biggest promotion he's competed in thus far, and Bryan Danielson really wants to make his mark here. He's somebody who's had many one-on-one contests with KENTA, and that's where the rivalry comes from between those two individuals, and he wants to take that further by defeating KENTA and Ishimori for the tag team titles. Eddie Edwards now working on the arm, the left arm of Taiji Ishimori. Ishimori, though, struggling to hold on, and he makes it to the ropes.
Ishimori far and away the smallest man in the match at just 5'4", 165 pounds.
What he lacks in size, though, he makes up for in heart.
Oh, definitely, you don't become champion by accident.
Very gutsy individual is Ishimori. He's another one, like Segura earlier, who never says die, never quits. He goes and goes, and he'll need to in this contest.
Oh, beautiful, lands on his feet. Hurricane Rana. Danielson reverses into a sunset flip, and nearly, we were less than half a second away from new tag team champions.
Very close there. Ishimori just about kicking out.
Kick to the base of the spine.
And now a Dragon Sleeper by Bryan Danielson.
And look at that, he grabs his own arm to complete the lock. I've never seen that before. Look at the predicament that Ishimori is in the middle of the ring. Is this going to be it? Is this a submission? Can we get a title change here in Coventry tonight? Oh, no, we won't.
That's the only way he could get out. Kenta had to interfere, otherwise we would have had new champions. Incredible, could hear it all the way from here. That was not pleasant for Bryan Danielson.
And Danielson's right arm is still behind his own body. Now Edwards not in legally. No, he goes back to his tag rope now, as ordered by the referee.
15 minutes ago.
We're halfway into this title match.
Our bilingual announcement there from Ben Sahawi. Flying headbutt by Danielson. Just the 2 count. Kenta in to save his partner and save those titles.
Reminiscent there of the Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, Dynamite Kid, a legend all over the world, but especially in Japan, and a chop comes in from Edwards there. And they look like they're singling out Ishimori. They've picked him as the weaker link in the champions. He's smaller, he's slightly less experienced. I guess that's their thinking.
More smart strategizing by the Americans, knowing that Ishimori is perhaps not as well established and not as successful as Kenta.
Drop kicks to the knee followed by an enziguri, and that will slow you right down. Kenta asking for the tag, and in he comes. The fresher man, perpetual motion this man, Kenta. Forearm, Yakuza kick.
Eddie Edwards comes back though, but not for long.
Leg lariat. Beautifully hit by Kenta. Trained by Kenta Kobashi, who we'll see in the main event later tonight. Oh, that was right in the hamstring region, if not slightly more painful regions.
I'm sure he felt that.
Fisherman suplex. Just the 2 though. Kenta querying it with the referee, but you're not going to get a change of heart from the ref.
Kenta's first JHC Junior Heavyweight title reign was nearly 2 years between 2003.
Oh, jawbreaker with style there, Mo. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, as I was saying, between the summer of 2003 and 2005, Kenta and Naomichi Marufuji were the JC World Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Kenta now looking for a similar lengthy reign, but that might not be possible as Bryan Danielson takes control.
Danielson on form right here. Look at him go. He's full of confidence. Breaker, but an unconventional position would have taken Kenta by surprise, and you can see the look on his face, and Danielson just paintbrushing him. How disrespectful can you get?
Well, these 2 guys, as I mentioned earlier, have history, and it's showing in this contest some bad blood between these 2.
Spits in the face of Kenta for a 3rd time. Yeah, this you can tell this is personal. Tornado DDT. And Danielson counters with a beautiful drop kick. And Danielson senses that the time is right because he's got Edwards to... No,
German suplex. Only 2.
He's got Edwards to make sure Ishimori's out of the ring. This is the strategy you get in these Japanese matches. Oh!
That's right. Send one opponent out of commission, concentrate on the other, and that's what Danielson and Edwards are doing.
And that's what they didn't do that time, hence this the 2 count as Ishimori breaks the pinfall up. And Danielson now going for a variation of a triangle choke. He's got his legs more around the body than the neck. Kind of a triangle body scissors, I guess you'd call that. It'll certainly take the wind out of Kenta.
Drawing from mixed martial arts here, and we see a couple of elbows Bryan Danielson, renowned for his elbows, where he's finished many an opponent with a succession and a flurry of elbows right to the temple. And if he starts hitting Kenta with a succession of those, then the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles could be switching hands.
And what a great occasion to switch hands here at Coventry.
Amped up, big crowd here. Danielson continues to gloat. Seems very confident about himself, very confident about his chances of dethroning Ishimori and Kenta.
Oh, big time uppercut.
We're 20 minutes into this one now. As all four men now are going for it.
Swanton, senton, call it what you want, but what a move.
Only two though. Edwards breaking up the cover. Kenta now. Kenta and Danielson. Toe to toe. Slaps. Elbows.
Ishimori takes a tumble.
Two. Tiger suplex there by Kenta. Great move, nearly finishing the match. And a Busaika knee kick by Kenta. Is this it? No, it isn't. Edwards breaks the cover again. Kenta now. Can he finish it? Is this it? No, it isn't. Crucifix cover.
He went for the go to sleep. This guy just not stop moving.
The Busaika knee kick attempt was foiled.
And Danielson now going for cattle mutilation. He's got it.
But a reversal.
Kenta had it scouted perfectly. Elbows coming in now from Danielson. This is what you're talking about, Mo.
That's it. This surely is the end. Elbows. Kenta. Groggy. Vulnerable. And we have it. So close.
So very, very close. And this crowd, you can sense they're thinking, are we going to see the titles change here tonight in the UK?
They smell a title change in the air.
I think Danielson does as well, and Ishimori does, because he's just halted the momentum of Danielson, who gets kicked in the face.
All the way from the top. Kenta with a beautiful maneuver, as Danielson is now at the receiving end. It's Danielson now who has to fight.
Superplex into a square driver. What impact! Both men flat out. What a match we're seeing here, Mo Chatra. What a match.
It could go either way. It's been an incredible contest so far. Frankensteiner. All these combinations, only two, and again, three, no!
Oh, I thought that was it, so did this crowd. The pace, they've been going 20 minutes plus and they can still go at this pace.
Incredible stamina, incredible endurance from all four individuals. Kick. Ishimori with the cover. And oh my goodness. 2 9/10 again. So close to retaining the titles was Taiji Ishimori. The suplex attempt, beautiful as it was, only got a 2. Ishimori now taking Edwards to the outside.
Raked him over the top rope again. Oh, and for the second time, Kenta with that knee. A frog splash from Ishimori. 1, 2, and just the 2 count.
So close. Edwards finding energy from somewhere. Cross-arm pile driver there. Ishimori.
And Danielson making the save.
All four pulling out all of their big moves in their arsenals. Yet none of them has succeeded in ending this contest.
It looks as though Ishimori might be going for a second attempt at that frog splash. And Danielson spotted it, and he's preventing Ishimori from getting up there, which allows Eddie Edwards to strike a knee.
Hurricane Rana off the top. Edwards onto Ishimori and a powerbomb.
No! Unbelievable! How did he kick out of that?
And that's the heart I was telling you about. Ishimori refuses to quit.
The look of relief on Kenta's face down on the floor there. The challengers are kicking it into fifth gear here to try to wrest those titles from the Kenta and Ishimori. Will they do it, or will the champions hold out? Superplex from Danielson. Knee drop from Edwards.
Is this it?
1, 2, no!
2 and 9/10 again, Dean.
Amazing.
What does it take to finish Ishimori?
Figure 4 Fisherman Buster coming up.
That surely is it. And
No! Kenta intervenes at the last moment. This is unbelievable.
Good grief.
We've got bodies lying everywhere. These men have thrown everything but the kitchen sink at each other, and still they fight on. 25, 26 minutes gone, and a super kick from Ishimori.
A blocked Hurricane Rana. And now it's a Boston Crab. Eddie Edwards.
And Danielson's got the cattle mutilation on. We've got a double submission, but it's Edwards and Ishimori in the middle of the ring who are the legal men, but Ishimori says no, he will not submit. He didn't get the ropes. Edwards. No.
Only 2. Goodness.
Goodness indeed. I need to catch my breath here.
Enziguri and another one.
Oh!
Drop kick. Kick to the chest.
And they're both down. And listen to this crowd, this sold-out crowd here at the Coventry Skydome.
Danielson now trying to rally his partner for one last surge, for one last effort to try and wrest those tag team titles from Ishimori and Kenta. It could go either way, Dean.
This is awesome indeed. And
Kenta now.
smart move. Look at that. Kenta takes Danielson out rather than taking Edwards out to prevent any tag being made. Powerbomb reversed into a Hurricane Rana. Big time clothesline from Kenta. He's going up top now. He's got to go for these big moves to try and win this match. Springboard drop kick sends Edwards down into the corner. A huge kick from Kenta. Edwards slumps to the ground, and another drop kick straight into the unprotected face of Eddie Edwards.
Well, if Edwards didn't need dental work earlier, he certainly will need one after that drop kick. Fantastic. And a powerbomb by Kenta. And only 2. Danielson breaking it up this time. We must be coming close to the time limit now, Dean. Will the champions retain?
Oh! In the ring! No, he went for the go to sleep. Edwards reversed it. The shoulder's not up, down. No!
Only
and that
2.
mistake cost Edwards. That mistake cost him. Oh, what a kick! Kenta somehow finds it in him to kick back. And a 2 count only. Danielson intervenes.
So close, so many near falls.
And Danielson uppercutting everything and everyone in sight.
Implant DDT by Ishimori, sorry. And now it's Kenta and Edwards.
Oh, they're just paintbrushing each other. Here we go. Is he going to hit it? Is he going to hit it? Go to sleep. That's going to be it. 1, 2, 3. And that is that. What a match we have just seen. We have just seen. I am on my feet, Mo Chatra's on his feet, and everyone else in the Coventry Sky Dome is equally standing for an outstanding match.
I told you at the onset, Dean, this would be one of the best tag team matches of 2008, and they proved us correct. What a fantastic effort. What an incredible display by all four men. But ultimately, it was the champions that retained their titles, Ishimori and Kenta.
Unbelievable, Mo. What a match we've seen. You called it right. You said we were in for one of the best tag matches. In fact, one of the best matches we've seen in 2008. And they certainly delivered. The winners and still GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Taiji Ishimori and Kenta. Right, I'm very quickly going to run to the moon.